when I read this book, one thing that I found to be one of the stories that just kind of illustrated how there were so many crazy, perhaps arbitrary rules of engagement in Vietnam was you had an experience where you spotted an enemy helicopter that likely was Russian in make, yet you were not allowed to shoot down the enemy helicopter because it had not fired on you first. And you say that this was policy. Would you please just tell us a little more about that?
Well, we called in, well, let me back up a second. Whenever we first heard about it, of course we were dead asleep, and the Navy had spotted them out flying around and landing in several LZs. So he was obviously moving people from one LZ to another, and then he was going to, get out of the country. And we just happened to get scrambled and went out there and found him on the ground. He was up flash bright on his lights, which I thought was really unusual because we never use flash bright unless we're back in the States. That's just too enticing for somebody to shoot at. But anyway, the situation was he spotted us when we were probably a couple thousand meters away, and full pitch came out of the LZ and started flying toward the North Vietnam, and we started chasing him. And I was flying a Charlie model that night, and my wing ship was a Bravo model, so I could outrun my wing ship pretty bad. My V&E was 140 knots, and his was 120, which he probably couldn't even make that. But at 140, I was falling out of the sky. I couldn't hold altitude, and this Russian helicopter was climbing and running away from me. So he had just a tremendous amount of horsepower. Mm-hmm. And anyway, we could not get permission to fire because the guy in the ops at division said he was afraid that of seeing something in the paper the next day, like Army helicopter shoots down Marine helicopter. And